the IRGC. I also asked him about the threat of an all-out war. He said that is up to the United States and how they respond to any retaliatory attack from Iran. David?
Again, Martha Raddatz, who's live in Tehran for us tonight. Martha interviewing the foreign minister of Iran earlier today. You heard Martha report there. She asked if the Iranian regime was at all concerned about an all-out war, and the foreign minister telling Martha that that would depend on how the U.S. Responds to any retaliation from Iran, which now we know, as we're on the air tonight, has in fact happened. Images right now of President Trump earlier today. He forcefully defended his order to carry out that strike, saying the Iranian general was planning, quote, a very big attack, and that the deadly strike, quote, saved a lot of lives. But the president did not reveal any evidence about that imminent attack that he and the administration have pointed to as justification for the strike. And it's more.
All right, folks. Well, you've heard it right here. It looks as if the Iranian government has decided to poke the sleeping bear once again. Now we have to sit and wait for the intelligence gatherers and the Defense Department, Public Affairs, and everybody else to start hand-wringing. And then, of course, as we all know, the left will just go berserk on this one. All I can do is hope and pray that there are no casualties of any military or civilian personnel from this attack. It's retribution, as they call it, and that's what it is. What this man decides to do, God only knows. And I tell you what, the Iranians have been wanting to pick a fight with us since 1979, 1978, when they captured the American embassy there and kept those people hostage. And I can be honest with you, folks, I sat out there on the Indian Ocean just waiting for something to happen, and we waited and waited and waited because the Carter administration was so weak. And within moments of Ronald Reagan standing up there at the inauguration platform and raised his hand and put his other hand on the Bible and swore to uphold the Constitution, the Iranians backed down, put those folks on an airplane, ended up at Ramstein Army Air Force Base within hours, and our ship and our task force were released from our picket, and we were allowed to independently cruise the remaining 3 months of our deployment. And the Iranians have been picking at us and picking at us and picking at us since then. And I tell you what, I'm sick and tired of it. We went in Afghanistan. We went to Iraq. We need to tell these folks, look, let's just be honest. If the Iranians ever do get a nuclear weapon, heaven forbid they use it on Israel, or it ends up, well, Washington, D.C. or New York City or wherever their missiles can reach. But remember this, they never stopped their nuclear research, even when this Obama treaty thing went down. They were in their underground. They made the rules so we could never get in and inspect anything. So just thank goodness that we had those computer viruses that went in there and spun up their centrifuges and destroyed them. Sent them back a few months. But you can just about bet that Kim Jong-un is watching this, and we can't back down. I'm not a warmonger, but since I was a teenager, the Iranians have been picking and picking and picking. It's like that kid that sits there and picks and festers that wound. Eventually, it's gonna it ain't gonna heal. These people are dead set against it. As you know, for the last 30-something years, they've been saying death to Israel and death to the United States. And then you hear about their citizenry who are torn between their religious beliefs and what they went back to after the Shah was expelled. And Ayatollah Khomeini came in there and radicalized the entire thing and started this whole nightmare in the first place. All I can say is I'm a prepper. This is why. I mean, now we're going to start. We've already had heightened military, heightened police. You can't go boo without somebody getting all paranoid now, and the left is just going to go nuts on this, as we've seen that they already have. I'm sure Nancy right now is drafting some kind of a stupid bill or law that's going to get passed right through the House of Representatives and die in the Senate, taking up more time while your frickin' roads are still unrepaired. Your school, don't get me started, but let's just keep our eye open, folks. Have a preparedness here. Always be prepared.